Hi and welcome to this video. It will be a continuation of my Gothic symbol series, which I haven't continued for, I don't know, several years. But finally, I came around to doing another video in this series, and I wanted to do this for a very long time. And I'm now at work, and suddenly motivation struck me, so here I am. Today is going to be the video about the Sigil of Lucifer, as you can see in the title, or you have read in the title probably. But let me say something in the beginning, something introductory. First of all, I've named these videos Gothic symbol videos, but I do not claim that these symbols were invented by Goths or that Goths own them, or that they are inherently connected to the Gothic subculture. I'm just naming them Gothic symbols because it's easier to find them, and because they are often used in the Gothic subculture, and also because I want to explore the reason why they are used within the subculture and why Goths find these symbols that are often occult symbols interesting. I also make these videos because I myself am interested in the science of signs, semiotics. I've studied literature and language, German and English, for a couple of years back. I have a master's degree in English literature, and so I have dealt with these kinds of topics for several years in an academic environment. Still, I'm no expert. I'm just giving you some information that I've collected over the time that I've personally had an interest in this topic and in these symbols. So the symbol that we're dealing with today is this one. Or this one. I'm actually wearing it today, which is a coincidence, but yeah. Yes, also kind of a preamble. Yes, this symbol is directly connected to the devil and Satanism, but hear me out before you cry, laugh, or throw Jesus at me in the comments, which I know you will do anyway, so please listen to what I have to say before you make uninformed comments. Now, you might have seen this symbol around if you're goth or interested in the occult or whatever. It's found frequently on clothing and jewelry, as you can see. And also it is on the album cover of Zealand Arda Records. And some people comment under photos where I'm wearing this if I'm Zealand Arda fan, and I barely know them. I know that they use a symbol, but yeah, well, I haven't really listened to a lot of their songs, so this is not the reason that I'm wearing it. The symbol is called the Sigil of Lucifer, or Lucifer's Sigil, or also named the Seal of Satan. And it is essentially a symbol of creation, existence, power, freedom, and independence. Sorry, I'm reading this from my script, so that's why I'm looking down sometimes. This meaning, of course, derives from the fallen angel Lucifer's origin story, where Lucifer challenged God about his almighty power and also about the kind of worshipping thing that is going on. And basically Lucifer was proud to stand up to God and not to follow him and stand up for himself. And this is why he was cast out of heaven. You probably know this story. Now, in modern Satanism, most people don't believe in a real existing Satan. They see Satan as a metaphor for exactly this kind of story. So again, most modern Satanists don't believe in a devil figure. They believe in the metaphor of the biblical story to stand up for yourself, to be independent. They take this biblical story as a metaphor against oppression and for self-determination and independence, and as a metaphor to stand up for yourself and believe in yourself, basically. And I personally like to wear it as a metaphor for exactly that, as a motivation to be myself and against oppression or being controlled by literally anyone. The historical background here seems to be an Italian book from the 16th century called Grimorium Veri, or the Grimoire of Truth. And this was a guidebook for people who wanted to invoke or communicate with Lucifer. It is a magical symbol where all the different parts have different meanings, which I'm going to briefly explain here. The X, which you can see in the symbol, stands for power. And the overall form of the symbol represents a chalice or goblet, which basically stands for creation. The inverted triangle at the top part is a symbol for the element of water, which is also essential in creation. The shape of the letter V at the bottom of the symbol stands for duality and the coming together of opposites to create harmony, which is often used in occult kind of circumstances. While I myself am not a part of any kind of religious group or cult or anything really, I do sympathize with modern Satanism and especially the Satanic Temple and their political activism. Take a look at their Instagram to see what they're up to. I will link you something down below. Like, there's a very popular YouTube video about them too, especially about reproductive rights, which is a controversial subject right now. I mean, not controversial for me, but yeah, they do some great work there. So why do goths wear it? I can see why it's popular in the Gothic subculture. If you yourself are a goth or in some way alternatively looking, you will know that we face a lot of prejudice, that people will think that just because you dress in black that you're sad and depressed and you probably sacrifice children to Satan and something. And while I've met lots of different kinds of people in the Gothic subculture who mostly are atheists, but some of them have religious beliefs, some of them are Satanists, but I've never actually met anyone I know of who has sacrificed like any living being. Most are very peaceful, and of course these are prejudices, and people who will assume that you're a Satanist don't really know most of the time what that term means. They don't really know what Satanism and modern Satanism means. They just throw this at you and mean it as something evil, and they think that you believe in a corporeal Satan and you worship him, but all Satanists really do today is worship themselves. So for me, this is really a powerful symbol to symbolize this biblical story of the fallen angel of Lucifer, who took the strength to stand up for himself, be independent, and not be oppressed by any religious system. In this case, literally Christianity, but I think it can stand for like any kind of oppression from cults, religious groups, the state, or anyone. I wear it as a symbol for taking the strength to be myself every day in a world that is full of ignorant people who are prejudiced and don't appreciate the beautiful. And if people see me wearing a symbol that they think is evil or that means something that it does not mean, that they see me wearing this symbol or like a pentagram or anything and they think that I worship the devil and sacrifice children at midnight, then I hope that these people are confronted with their own prejudices, and some of them will probably, hopefully, Google it. I mean, it's so easy to get information these days. People just Google things before you comment them. Okay. Yeah, that was basically all I had to say about it. If you have anything to add to this, please do so in the comments below. follow my channel for hopefully more symbol videos that I have planned, and I won't take 5 years to film them this time, I'm hoping. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.